got the wrong screen again. The display. I want the different display. It's stolen my method. Come on, can we have... There it is. Done. There we go. You got the full tune that time. Oh, yeah. They said, like, Streamlabs did an update this morning, so it stole my fucking screen. Oh, my God. Jesus. Yeah. It happens. We checked the audio. We checked the audio was working, but we didn't check to see if it was actually to pick up the right screens. Fucking software updates. Excuse the French. But here we are. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Todd.
Hello.
You're looking a bit happier today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes life gets in the way of life, so I've had to deal with it. But yeah, no, I'm back. I didn't really disappear. It's just when you're on the road and doing stuff, it's and you travel solo. I can't really drive or do appointments and then have my laptop set up to do the live stream. So
yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, you disappeared. Liza was a little worried when you fell asleep.
Yeah, the fella fell asleep one time, and again, when Todd, sleep is one of those luxuries that Todd gets to experience. So when he can get some sleep, then he'll get some sleep. But he's on new medication now, and it's making you feel a lot better. We might even get him gaming today.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well. We'll just stick a rocket up his bum, and hopefully launch him.
My favourite headphones broke 20 minutes ago, so
get the Araldite out. Like these ones, these are all Araldite. The bracket on the thing that held that one, super glue. Yeah. So this is Araldite and electrical tape hold mine together. That's what you do, You're always jerry rigging something. Mike Herbert, good morning. Yes, because we got Jerry here. Don't forget Jerry's channel. If you're not subscribed to him already, you should be. But yeah, moving right along, we had a pretty good night last night, didn't we?
We did. A lot of fun. That market is great.
I'm probably sure I might even have some photos to talk about. We don't want to see how much it cost last night.
Ford Mustang. You got a Datto? Was that Datto 100?
I don't know. Let's go through it. That was me in my Thai outfit. You'll see. You saw that video. That video came out yesterday. Okay, yeah. Sunset over Bangkok. I know. I saw you taking some photos of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some good ones.
Yeah, this is I can't remember the name. How do you say the name again? It's the night train market, but it's not. There's Rotfai and this night train market. But Rotfai market tends to... Sintra, yeah. This
take the R's out and put L's in, and you got it.
Yeah, that train market looks good at night. I have to check it. It is, yeah. We did shoot videos, so there'll be two videos coming out. One from me and one from Jerry's perspective. So yeah, vloggers vlogging vloggers again. Always works. But there was some sort of custom garage show thing. I don't know whether it's, Trolls sort of said that it wasn't on there permanently. This is something that I thought it was a Cobra, but they said it was a Cobra. Then there's got a stick on the back that says Cobra, but these guys...
It's not original.
Yeah.
Because the front is too small. Cobra is a bit flatter than that, but it's good imitation.
Yeah, show him the back if you have a picture.
That'll be in the video. I didn't do the back of that one. Then we had a VW with skis on the back. I don't think the Mimo. We don't have snow in Thailand. That's a real pose. That's a pose move. That is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just a pose. It's got nothing to do with skiing whatsoever. Just make sure people understand. This is Thailand. We don't have snow. Here we go. We got David. We got the Nightbot. Hello, Mr. Nightbot. Mike's here. The trademark is good. Stephen Monash. Good morning, Mr. Stephen Monash. And Marky Mark's here. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? Yeah, so what else was there? There was a nice
Ford Mustang.
Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
Looked like pretty much original material. This one here looked cute with the fucking blower on the fully chrome.
That a 120B or
something like that, but it's nice chrome work. It was actually it's fuel injected and nitrous, that one.
Oof. Cool.
Yeah. There's the three culprits. Don't know which one I'm going to use. There was a plane in the train market.
B-52.
Yep. A very busy place. Nice wide corridors. Definitely a contented a Chatuchak if people actually come out this far. And the end of the night, the vodka Slurpee.
Looks like an emerald barn.
Well, yeah, we tried to get was it Lucky to come up with something similar at Susie's bar at the Down Under bar, but we're going to use vodka Emeroy, so it could be Emeroy bun with vodka, and we're going to give it a name. But they've actually already caught on the market. This one was strawberry with jelly pieces in it. Talk about calories. But yeah, what you do is you ladle it out into shot glasses. It's very cute. Okay. And you take Slurpee shots. Yeah, I think it'll be so much better with Emeroy. Just kick it up a notch. I think a glass. Oh yes, although it wasn't all that hot last night, it was a very refreshing night out. It was lots of fun. Yeah, vloggers vlogging vloggers. And we polished it off. No problem whatsoever. We got polished off. Okay. It was a fun night. There will be a video. There will be a video on my channel. It probably comes out. It'll probably be out next Wednesday or Thursday. And then whenever Jerry's gets his out, we're not going to organise to release them at the same time, so they both lift each other's video. Put the links in.
I'll do that if you want me to. I can get it out when you get yours out.
I do more mine in chronological order, no matter what I'm shooting, which is going to upset people when we go to Songcraft Week, because I'm not taking my editing suite up there. So I'll just be shooting in the camera, and when I get back, I'm going to spend probably a day or two going through the footage. Exactly what we're going to do up there for 5 days, I don't know, in the middle of summer. But I'm sure there's a lot of water splashing. I've got the GoPro, which is waterproof. The Sony's not waterproof, so that makes it a bit of a challenge for a lot of the shooting. But yeah, it was a fun little outing last night.
That's a great market. I'm going to take Tiki back there. She's going to definitely like it.
Shania hasn't synced her photos with the cloud yet. Anyway, moving right along. What are we talking about? Good morning, Ty. Good. So how is everybody? I know you're all here. You're all lurking around in the background, and we've got Trolls there. G'day, Mr. Trolls.
Good morning.
Or as
a little late.
as Jerry was saying, Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
You got a new name.
You have a new name, Trolls. For some reason, I heard Charles in the beginning of the night.
It is stuck, Yeah.
Old years.
Is that my foreigner name?
Yeah, that's your foreigner name now. That's it.
Kun Charles.
Charles.
Was it Jonesy? Hi guys, 69 days, 22 hours until I'm on board Thai Airways direct to Bangkok. Not counting it down though. No, you never count it down. Like I keep on talking about it. I used to have on my work computers. I had a countdown timer. And as soon as I got back into Australia, the first thing I did when I got in the office the next morning was reset my countdown timer when I'm going back again. Yeah, it's the sort of things you do when you're working for the man.
He's got the countdown time rap already, he said.
He's got the countdown timer. Good, good, good. That's what we like to hear. But yeah, so we had a pretty good fun last night. A bit of a walking around. You said 16,000 steps. How many kilometres is that?
3,000 steps per mile.
Is
So,
it?
yeah, about, depending on big or small step.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. A lot of sweating.
It was.
That's a good. I was telling Waza and everybody, that's a good market. I liked it a lot. That's probably my favorite now. Certainly the biggest.
Yep. Definitely not running out of things to see or do or eat.
And Mick Herbert's telling us he's only got 11 days before he gets back here. He's coming back for Songkran.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Good time to be in Thailand.
No, I hate Songkran.
Oh, yeah.
You
need to take a chill pill.
I'll explain why. When you're riding your motorbike and people will just push, shove, throw water on you, come up and wipe your visor or your face with talcum powder, and you're trying to hold up a bike. It's like, hey, riding in Thailand's hard enough as it is.
It's not usually. It's not. Most of the time I've had that stuff. It's not talcum powder. It's that prickly heat. Yeah.
That's
a mixture. It's a mixture of both, and yeah. But if you got your visor down so you don't get splashed by water, then you've got to take your helmet off, wipe your visor, so you can actually, or you lift your visor and then you get. It's the lesser of two evils. I mean, it's a fun time, but
yeah. So we only used to only have to worry about it for 3 or 4 days around Songkran. Now we're going to worry about it for 21 days now.
3 weeks. But I mean, I just put the caveat in there from what I've sort of seen online and spoken to people. The regions are only still doing it for 1 or 2 days during that time period. I think the only place that's doing it for extended period is PopeKael. So,
yeah. Oh, there are different people will be doing different things. I know when we go to Sukhothai, that's 2 days opposed to what it is in Bangkok.
Yeah.
So we normally get 1 or 2 days in Bangkok, and then we'd go to Sukhothai and do it all again. There was one year we went up to Praia, I think it was, which was 3 days after the start, and they were just getting things started then, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, doing the touring around. But we went on bikes, that's for certain. We were doing it in cars.
It's not much traffic in Bangkok during Songkran, I can tell you that much.
Yes, we are looking forward to that part of it. Yes.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I'm actually doing 1 day of Songkran, the 13th, and the 14th I'm flying to Da Nang, so I'll be there until the 20th. So I'll miss most of the craziness, which is good. But 1 day, get out there with Tiki, make a video.
Yeah.
Stephen Monash is telling lies again. 22 years shy of retirement. Yeah, he was going to retire at 85 or something, wasn't he?
Depends on which watch he looks at.
That's probably when he has the funds.
Sorry, Steve.
It's probably when he finally actually has enough money in his bank account to do the retirement thing.
Stop buying watches then.
Stop buying watches. Yes. Get off our channel. What is Archie Luxury's channel? Stop getting convinced that this is the latest and greatest watch you have to wear, because one watch is as good as the next.
Yeah.
I had it for sort of 10 years. I didn't even ever wear a watch. Right? Because I said I had a freaking clock on my phone. I didn't need a watch. But yeah. Okay, are you lucky, man? I'm going for 28 days. How about you? 28 days? That's a good stretch. Right? I reckon, if you can always swing it to the 2 months, it's even better. But yeah. Or permanency. Permanency is the way to go. Mick doesn't ride, so he's cool. So 16 years for Mick. Yes, okay. Only the 1 day here in Bangchang. Right?
Yeah, that was my introduction to Bangchang 12 months ago.
Right, yeah, okay.
Coming down to see Marky Mark and getting caught up in Songkran.
For some reason, that's where are we? That's okay, Jonesy. My trip's my second round of long service leave, so pretty happy. Yeah, okay. I know I did. I had to do the long service. They made me take long service in 2 chunks as well. But I didn't worry about a visa, so I just came 30 days each time. So didn't really, it's what you do. But I'd been coming backwards and forwards so often it wasn't funny. Having the 4 weeks instead of the 2 was really quite a novelty. But we'll wait for the 2. Sorry, wrong notes. 5 more years for retirement. Yes. Well, when the government says you can, well, that's it. They want you working till you die. They don't want you sort of, being a hooligan like us over here in Bangkok. In the freedom country.
Yeah, still have to deal with Australia, unfortunately.
Yeah, freedom, yes. Anyway, on the subject of freedom, I suppose we'll move on to the first of the articles, which was probably worth, highlighting. Thailand House of Representatives approves same-sex marriage bill. Yes, interesting number. I'm trying to scroll the Discord screen. Yeah.
That won't work.
That won't work. Thailand has taken a monumental leap forward in its quest for marriage equality, with the House of Representatives approving the same-sex marriage bill on its final reading. The bill, backed by all significant political parties, secured a resounding victory of 400 of the 415 members present voting in favour. A mere 10 representatives opposed the motion. Okay, shoot them. There's obviously some political, stand on that one. I don't know what it is. The Parliamentary Committee drafted the bill, expressed the sentiment behind the bill. Further explained, the legislation guarantees equal rights and benefits for same-sex couples akin to those enjoyed by heterosexual couples. These rights encompass government-endorsed medical treatment, tax deductions, approved rights for spouse medical treatment, asset management and inheritance, child adoption, and funeral organising rights for spouses. I finally get a clarification of what these things were. Okay, this is what they didn't have, which was medical treatments. Okay, that's a fair call. Yeah. Tax deductions. Well, if a couple can get tax deductions, I think it's a perfectly legitimate sort of reason. Approved rights for spouse medical treatments, so the other person can obviously speak on your behalf, I guess. That's a positive thing. Asset management, which I think is the critical one there. Child adoption. Yeah, I'm still a little bit against the child adoption sort of side of things. Basically, genetic, propagation is the way to go. But bringing a child up into a LGBT environment, it can be good, but I can see it causing problems in society. And funeral organising rights. But again, I'm only just one voice in the throng. I want to see it get passed just on the equal, on the asset management and inheritance and things like that. That sort of side of things would be the way I think the bill should go. Anyway, the next steps see the bill presented before the Senate for deliberation, slated for the 1st, 2nd and the 9th, according to the Senate chief. He added the Senate committee would review the bill during the parliamentary session and return it to the Senate for a final vote. Current term of 250 appointed senators concludes on May 11th, but will continue until the new 200-member state Senate gets elected. This bill, Thailand fortifies its reputation as one of Asia's most liberal societies regarding gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender issues. This openness coexists with traditional conservative Buddhist values, making Thailand an attractive destination for same-sex couples. Yeah, it's basically, just let it be, man. This is the way we love Thailand for its freedoms or its liberties, as long as you just don't do fucking shit that's going to upset people. And there's been a lot of that going on lately, that's for certain. I have my three-wheeler bike with a flag in order for that's right. Fine. Okay, thank you, Stephen. Third Asian country. The bill is expected to come into effect within 120 days of receiving royal assent. Once this happens, Thailand will join Taiwan and Nepal as the only places in Asia to legalise same-sex unions. Journey towards legalisation spanned more than 10 years with political upheaval and disagreements over the bill's contents and delays. Constitutional Court, however, ruled in 2020 that the current marriage law recognising only heterosexual was constitutional. The court recommended expanded legislation to ensure the rights to other genders. Parliament reviewed 4 draft bills on the same-sex marriage in December, consolidated them into a single draft. The bill proposes amendments to 68 provisions under the Civil and Commercial Code to redefine terms, ensuring gender equality and diversity. Yeah, a positive story for today. What do you think about that? The bill has to be passed by the Senate, that's right, then goes to the King for approval and has to be gazetted for then 120 days, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, having the majority in the lower house obviously really sort of, the Senate to disapprove it would really be, again, a slap in the face for them. And again, that'll be there, if they disapprove it, it'll be the last thing in their coffin, for the, junta appointed Senate. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll let it get passed through. They don't see it being. And again, I don't think the King's going to have any real problem with it at all. He seems to be fairly liberal in a lot of his, ideas. He was trained by the Australian Air Force after all, Yeah, come on. Mayor Groves, yes, g'day, Mayor Groves. So I thought it was interesting to see it actually finally moving along. We've been looking for it for over 10 years, but it's finally on its way. Here's a community service announcement that I think requires people to be taking some sort of angle on. Thailand on anthrax alert after Lao outbreak sparks fears. This is not anthrax in your mailbox. This is anthrax transmitted the traditional way, which of course they gain of functioned and made something worse. But
it's a bovine disease, basically.
Yeah. Thailand is on high alert as anthrax fears surge following a deadly outbreak in neighbouring Laos, warns government. Prime Minister directed Public Health to intensify the preventative measures, especially in border areas, in response to an escalating threat. The urgency mound says Laos grapples with the latest anthrax outbreak, reportedly affecting over 54 patients and claiming the lives of numerous cattle this month alone. So it's not, it's nothing to be sneezed at.
No.
But
it was a situation in Afghanistan.
Was it?
Because of the bovine, deceased bovines, and because of the weather, the carcasses would break down, and in the calcium side of things, it would become an aerosol. And that's the major way that it can be contracted. So if they're not controlling the carcasses, or they've got infected carcasses that are being burnt when they do burn-offs, then it becomes part of the... And then,
of course, we've also got the other issue of the burn-offs in Laos drifting down into the basin here in Thailand as well. Which, it's something to, let's just keep an eye out for it,
It's all part of the particles per million. So, and because it's naturally occurring, there is a level that is safe, but if it's a continuous inhalation, that's when you'll get issues.
Somebody's have to get me a sort of a rain drum, and I can make it rain.
I made it rain at Bang Chung in the week, and I messaged Mayor Groves and I said, rain on the way, and he got about 4 drops in the driveway, and it dried up within 15 seconds. And it absolutely bucketed down here. I
think we need some reverse psychology. Stop watering your garden, Robert. It needs reverse psychology. See, the rain god and the metasphere sees that your grounds are already saturated with water. You don't need any more. Stop watering your garden, and maybe it'll properly rain. Save on your water bill too. But yeah, Mr.
I
Bear.
tried.
Top of the morning, yes. Top of the morning to you, Mr. Bear. How you doing? Well, that's you, isn't it, Trolls? No, what?
Oh, me? What? Oh, sorry.
No, that's not you, is it, Mr. Bear? What's your?
No. I'm troll. I'm a ASU wanker on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trolls is one of these guys. He has different aliases for the
I
different
work in
platforms.
cybersecurity, so
Yeah.
I try to keep it hard. I try to keep it confusing as possible.
Yeah, we're going to call him Charles from now on.
Charles, yeah.
I helped in that regard, right?
Oh, either that, you got split personality disorder.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. There it is. I'll swank.
Who am I today? What do I want to be?
Oh, I gotta love it.
Colossus says the name Trolls with his accent. Freaking sounds like Charles.
Blame our Australian accent.
Yeah, blame us. Yeah, blame us.
Yeah, I'm just a Thai guy trying to pretend to be a foreigner.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, a bit of information. The disease manifests in... Okay. A bit more info. The disease manifests with high fever in animals and can result in death, accompanied by blood discharge from various orifices that do not clot. In light of this, the authorities have stressed the importance of not slaughtering animals without professional supervision, as improper handling of the infected carcasses can lead to the spread of the disease, as Tom said, it aerosols. More of the response to cases found in Laos on March 7. The Department of Livestock and Development has stepped up its border control to prevent illegal import of live cattle, buffalo, goats and sheep, as well as other animal products. Farmers are encouraged to administer vaccines to their herds and notify authorities. It's okay. So yeah, they're on high alert, but just the knowledge that maybe pork from the wet markets might be a bit suspect. So buy it from Big C for the next few weeks until they sort it out.
Well, the other one they've got concerns on is dengue because of the hot weather and the storms we've had. So that's another king. Keep your Yung spray close and handy.
Yep. Yeah. I actually quite thought about this one here. Like this is this one here. Yeah. I love the response from the police on this one. This is so Thai. It's not funny. Pickpocket thieves. Pickpocket theft of Norwegian and Thai couple was karma, says cops. The police officer dismissed the complaint from the Norwegian man and his Thai girlfriend, who lost 30,000 baht in cash, mobile phone, to 4 pickpockets outside the shopping mall in Bangkok. And the cops allegedly told the foreigner it was his fault, a result of bad karma in their past lives. That is just so Thai. It's honestly, come on, yeah, I don't know if that cop's going to be still in that position after that, but the Thai woman had sought assistance from the non-profit organisation Samai Survive. Is it Samai? Samai Survive? How would you pronounce that? Samai Survive. After officers from Lumpini police station and the immigration did not take their case seriously. That'll be sort of bang chung watana. They won't take anything seriously, unless of course you queue up for 3 days. Speaking to organisations reporters on March 26th, a woman explained that she and her foreign boyfriend had planned their wedding ceremony in Thailand for April 12, so they visited Central World Shopping Mall on March 24th to try on wedding dresses and buy rings. Afterwards, they waited for a public bus to stop in front of the Big C supermarket across from Central World. The woman realised that her iPhone 14 Pro Max and a wallet containing 2 credit cards and 30,000 baht in cash had been stolen when they were on the bus. Could not pay the fares. Okay. They suspected that pickpockets took advantage of the crowd scramble. Yep. Okay. They decided to rush to the Lumpini police station to seek help. Karma from 100 years ago. To their surprise, officers asked them to obtain security camera footage from Big C themselves. Well, I thought that's police. No. I thought that's police are supposed to do. That's part of the investigation.
There's a Furby there.
Yeah, citing that they were on a mission to arrest drug dealers. Right, yeah, vape suppliers more than that's the drug dealers they're talking about, because that's the biggest thing in bloody Thailand right now, isn't it? Well, again, look, I don't want to see those supplies out in the hands of minors and things like that.
No.
I think it should come under the same ruling as everything else. When you're an
Isn't
adult,
that parental supervision?
adults can make adult decisions about their own health. But again, look, I've seen what's coming in over the border now. These little poppy head things, like little toys.
They're like little milk cartons.
Toys, like bobby head toys. They're targeting specifically the frickin' 12-year-olds. Right? Anyway, they turned the immigration. They turned to the Immigration Bureau, where officers suggested they let it go. This officer told the couple that as this theft might be the result of their karma in their past lives 100 years ago. The officer added that they were fortunate not to lose their lives. They were just shopping, man, at Central World. Right.
There's always two sides to every story.
Yeah, I know, but I just love the way that they're spinning this article. You gotta love media. They'll make you think anything. And the couple had no choice but to return to Big C to get CCTV footage. The woman said the CCTV camera captured the pickpocketing incident very clearly. One man blocked the Norwegian while two female pickpockets blocked the woman, allowing a transgender woman to grab the belongings from a bag. I don't know how they could see from a camera that it was transgender. Again, this is just a spin article, but I do. Again, this is what we do. We bring this stuff up to the public. Yeah, the victims believe that the trans woman had been following them since they were at Central World, as they were familiar with her face. Okay. During the interview, the Norwegian man expressed a disappointment, stating his love for Thailand and his decision to host a wedding in the country. He admitted to being caught off guard by the incident. Yeah, okay. Nobody likes them. Yeah. But I thought it was an interesting article, no less. Sorry, you shouldn't have kicked that bovine, 100 years ago when you're in the fields, farming rice, Sorry.
I know what I did last week, let alone 100 years ago.
We were told not to eat that cow 100 years ago, but they had to do it.
Oh yeah.
Well, most of the law behind the high transgender population here in Thailand is again to do with karmic influence. Basically, you were a male in a past life who treated your wife badly, or you were a wife in your past life and you didn't provide the family with offspring, right? So you come back and they do a role reversal. That's how it works in the Buddhist culture, anyway. Trolls could probably.
That could be like one of the misdeeds, but if you want to think of it in a good way, or like a way like someone's just attached, they're just attached to still being like a female or still being a male, and attachment is a sign of why we need to be back here to learn how to be unattached so we can go move on, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of reasons behind the high trans. Most of it is the fact that in Buddhist culture and Buddhist customs, treat everybody as yourself, and treat do good to others.
Yeah.
Sounds very Christian to me, but I think
tits, let him have tits.
I think the Christians stole it, because don't forget, from the age of 12 to the age of 30. Jesus disappeared off, out of Middle East. He went west. He went east to Shangri-La, or supposedly. That's what I read in the Gnostic text. He learnt everything about Christianity from the Buddhists.
Yep. He met Buddha. And then they promptly tried to steal the religion, and then it was usurped in the Council of Nicaea in the 3rd century AD by the church and state, because they wanted to control people. And
congregation.
People are very easily controlled with religion, and we've been stuck with that shit ever since. Anyway, enough of my rant on If you really want a good religion, it's called the Principia Discordia, right? Principia Discordia. You need, Principia.
The thing I have in my back of my mind, we arrive in this world naked, we will leave naked. Whatever happens in between is up to you.
Oh, you don't want the wiki article. We want to actually read the Principia.
That's we
Oh, come on, we're going to get a decent copy of this. I don't want the proper one. Where's the original page? There it is. Yeah, the Principia Discordia. Welcome to the Principia Discordia. This website is dedicated to bringing the Principia Discordia to the masses in its original chock full of pritches form from the Principia, you may ask. Well, it is a magnum opus of Malaclips the Younger, wherein is explained absolutely everything worth knowing about absolutely anything. Duh! You guys haven't read the Principia Discordia? You guys are going to read the Principia Discordia. I'm going to convert you all. Immanentize the Eschaton. If we don't immanentize the Eschaton, some arsehole or some other arsehole will. Come on. It's holy nonsense.
I'm a Shinto-Buddhist.
That's why Buddhism is so awesome. It's just not pushy at all. You can be whatever you want. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm a Discordian. I'm proud of it. That's it. I will sow discord everywhere I go.
Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, respect where you are, and that's the principle you live by.
That sounds very Discordian to me.
But no.
Shintoism.
But like, there's a whole. The Buddhism is like, if you have something to say, is it the right place and the right time? That's like that's like the. If you got to learn this.
Yeah. What are the ongoing effects of your actions? Is it good? Is it bad? If it's bad, don't do it. If it's good, go ahead.
Right. So Mark says I got pickpocketed in Rome. Told the AK-47 toting police officer it just happened. He shrugged his shoulders and said, "Welcome to Rome." Exactly. We have to let go, which is the opposite of beliefs. Yeah, okay, get a grip. Yeah. So that's his religion, getting a grip of something. If four people want your money, going to get it. That's it. Exactly, Mike. But obviously, he only had 30,000 baht on him. Surely, they should have picked somebody. That was Central World. Come on, they're only LoSo. You're on the wrong floor, man. You should have gone to the top floors there.
Yeah, but first of all, why would anyone have 30,000 baht when you just scan it and send it?
If you're a tourist.
Yeah. My religion comes from the bottle of an empty stomach. Yeah, fair enough. Be kind to others and folk and everybody else. Exactly. Anyway, we had one. The other article I wanted to do was this one here. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'm not going to get rid of all the ads again. Okay. Bangkok tuk-tuk driver and tailor shop scam British YouTuber. The thing that got me with this one, he's a YouTuber. What, you don't actually look at this shit in YouTube to know about the scams before you come to Thailand? Like this should I do more scam videos? I don't know. I try to steer clear of that shit because I could do a video every day for a year about all the scams in Thailand. Get very boring after about a week. But it's all out there, guys. If you're a YouTuber, you should do your groundwork before you start YouTubing Thailand. Seriously. Anyway, the reason why I put it up there is like we all talked about it before stream. And like, I know in 2011, I bought a really lovely cashmere, jacket from one of these tuk-tuk driver, personal limousine to the tailor shop, things. 11,000 baht. And it was it was a triple pocket. It had two pockets there, so it was very offset design. Two pockets on one side, one pocket on the other. Very, very a James Bondish, And I think I probably wore that about 12 times before rain stopped play. I think it got rained on, I think 2014, 2015 or something like that. And cashmere and rain don't go well together. Anybody else can agree with that one? Any
I've never had a cashmere
No,
jacket.
yeah,
So,
well, mate, it was,
I've never spent 11,000 baht on a suit in Thailand. They were more like 4,000 and 5,000 baht, and they were still pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's cashmere. It was genuine cashmere. Anyway, I'm not
You
going to do
ever check to see if it was real cashmere?
it. Although I had a YouTube channel back then, I wasn't really worried about the scams. I went along just for the pure pleasure of just seeing what it was all about. Okay, so that cost me 11,000. I should have videoed the thing if I thought about it. But it was just one of those things. Been there, done that, and experienced it, the whole thing. Like you get treated. I got treated like royalty for that 11,000 baht. And
I did it too. They got me to the gem store. They got me to the suit store, but I wasn't buying anything. They took me one other place. I don't remember where it was, but I never bought anything. Poor guy. He made his buy from me, and that was it. His tour guide money from me.
I know, but
around 2011.
Yeah, I do talk about when I first met Shania. I was over here for 5 days to install a new router on the office here in Thailand, so I got there Monday morning after Shania went home. Monday morning I'm in the office and I realised they didn't have any networking cables. So I thought that they, out of all the list of things I wanted them to go and get before I got there to save time, get the networking cables so I could plug all the equipment into the router, blah, blah, blah. They didn't think about the networking cables. So I got into a tuk-tuk, right, out in Silom, just across from Pat Pong there, and said, we want to go to Pantip Plaza. Right. Now I know where Pantip Plaza. It's basically you just follow the BTS line, that way going north. No, I got on the tuk-tuk there, and I'm going south, and I'm going west, I'm going east. I think 3 brothels. After 3 brothels, and I said, I want to go to Pantip Plaza. I had to say it 3 times, Anyway, I finally got there. 700 baht later, I got to Pantip Plaza, got my networking cables. But Jesus, that was the second day in Thailand.
The good side is, but you found 3 brothels for the
If I only had Google Maps working at that stage, it would have been good. Yeah. Pin those ones. Yeah. But I just met Shania, so my mind was not on that game. So, it was all good, all good. Rooted router, exactly. Anyway, what was his story? The British YouTuber warned foreign tourists of a transport scam in Bangkok, recounting his experience when a tuk-tuk driver and tailor shop attempted to swindle him out of money. British YouTuber Phil Bland. Phil Bland, okay, that's not going to. That video. That's not going to do you good on the YouTube. Yeah, have more sensational names than that, like Shania was as Thailand.
Never bored, really.
Oh, never bored in Thailand. Shared a video. I don't know. Is it worth sort of seeing how many views the video because it's got promoted on there? It's got 26k views 10 months ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's an old.
There's an old one. Yeah. May last year, however, the video recently gained attention on Thai social media after it was reported by a TikTok account, QuitPaul. Yeah, I'm just waiting for one of these, TikTokers to find my channel and find something juicy in there. Like I got 750 videos up there. I'm sure one's worth getting a plug on Tiger there somewhere along the line. But anyway, that's how a lot of YouTubers make it. They just find one video out of their thing and it just launches their channel. Except they know. Yeah, well, you've only been doing it for just on a year. Come on.
Yeah, well, if you guys want to go to the PTT gas station and check out all the cool cars, I'll give you a ride.
No, yeah. We got to get in.
I never see foreigners or YouTubers out there, and I'm like, man, there's so many. Like this is like Fast and Furious Thailand style.
Well, we got to do something like that. Yeah, we keep on saying we're going to do that. We're all just too fucking lazy.
When it comes to his car, I'm not lazy.
Yeah, and we're still going to get the cameras set up and get Shania in the passenger seat with a low
Oh
cut.
yeah,
With
yeah,
low
yeah.
cut.
Talking about the Subaru drive.
We're talking about the Subaru.
They're like they really want to ride. I made my wife cry a little bit because she thought I was trying to just scare her. But there was an AMG E63 behind me, and I was trying to. We were playing cat and mouse on the expressway, and she's hitting me, and she's like, "Why do you have to scare me?" And then the guy rolls his window down, sticks his thumb out, and I was like, "That's why." I was just playing with this guy. I was like, "Gosh, I'm not trying to hurt you or anything." I was like, "We got 4-point harnesses on. We're okay."
Yeah, but we got to get the what 3 You said does it 3.5 Gs at takeoff? What's the?
Oh, it's less than 3 seconds 0 to 60 is what I said. Yeah.
That's 1.3 Gs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quick enough to beat that 500 horsepower AMG off the line.
Just want to see how the silicon reacts to the G pressure. You know? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it.
It's an instant facelift.
Yeah, it's the facelifting.
Yeah. You don't need any cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
It'll give it for you.
Right, anyway, what's the Bland was wanted to go to MBK shopping centre, shopping mall. Driver initially quoted 100 baht, however the driver offered 50 baht discount and Bland agreed to take him to a tailor shop, which the driver claimed was his sponsor, which is how they work. They all work in tandem. The British YouTuber agreed to the condition, thinking it would be fine if he just stopped and looked at the shop. However, we entered the shop. An employee asked him to turn off his camera. Uncomfortable with the situation, Bland left the store and returned to the driver. The driver persisted, asking Bland to return to the store without the camera so he could earn extra money from the store transports. During the discussion, a store employee followed Bland outside and told him to stop filming. Bland agreed that this was outside the shop and he had the right to continue filming. Bland insisted on going to Bangkok, MBK for the agreed 50 baht, a fare of 50 baht. The driver seemed very angry and said that he would take Bland back to his hotel. The driver eventually took Bland to his destination, although this was clearly he was clearly reluctant. This is not isolated to Bland. Recently, a similar problem. South Korea YouTuber, driver falsely claimed using the app, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just typical. They said, I think there was I think something come up on my feed on YouTube the other day. Somebody's done a recent video on all the scams. I think 73 scams, if I get the number right.
But it's
here
not
in
just Thailand.
but everybody has this thing.
Yeah. Use Grab. It'll fix everything. Just
Yeah.
use Grab.
Just use Grab, man.
Yeah.
What have we
Grab or
got?
Bolt, they both work.
Yeah. Well,
Different apps for different regions. I know Bolt's better in certain regions than Grab, but you find that most of the legit drivers use both, so it doesn't really matter which one you use.
Yeah. Yeah, just where we live here in the middle of Saiha, right? We've got Omyai to the south, which is about 3.5 kilometres, and we've got Salia to the north, which is about 3.5 kilometres. And when you're booking Grab, because Bolt doesn't work out here at all, when you're booking Grab, they only broadcast to about a 3 kilometre radius. So you miss both taxi ranks at either end of the street. And you only get one that's actually transitioning between one side and the other. And, I can wait up to 30 minutes for a freaking Grab out here. Then again, the other day we were going in and booked the thing and it was there in 5 minutes, Yeah. Yeah. They just need to just have the broadcast range a bit extended, because I'm pretty sure, you got them all ranked up down there on Petkasem Road, just underneath the flyover. They're all standing there, queued up there, looking for a fare that doesn't come. Well, just, but unfortunately, they've all got the Grab signs on, but Grab doesn't tell them the fact that there's one up 3.5 kilometres on the road.
yeah.
Which, is a problem from where we live. But anyway, then again, I don't get traffic. Apart from the B doubles taking soil into all these new freaking housing estates. God almighty, Jesus. Could we get the B doubles off these roads? It's only a Klong road. It's only concrete. It's only wide enough for 2 cars, and you get a B double coming down there. Jesus Christ.
Well, I've been enjoying trips from Bangchang to Bangkok to do a couple of appointments, and let me tell you, I'm getting used to Thailand traffic now. So It's like playing a video game. You've got to think 4 or 5 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Is that truck actually going to indicate? Is that car actually using the middle lane or the right lane, because it's running right along the dotted
Yeah.
at the moment? Tang Sai Tang Kwai. You choose, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
And Robert's giving us another reason why you don't go to Charm. So there's no water in Charm, and there's no public transport in Charm. Why do you want to retire in Charm for? No water, no public transport. What, the beer cheaper there or something? I don't know.
Well, the Chang delivery trucks are always.
Yeah, Chang delivery. Okay, yeah. More importantly, how long does it take for a hottie hot dog to be delivered? Hottie hot dogs.
They were only available during COVID.
That was it, yeah. And there is a rather incriminating photo of me eating a hot dog with the 4 girls, looking at me, and I'm looking at the hot dog. That looked more appetizing. Sorry.
Well, I suppose I better get an update of what happened with the issue I spoke about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so Todd, we've relaxed everybody. Everybody want to know how you're travelling now. Todd, come on.
Well, like I said, life gets in the way of life sometimes. When you've got family things to sort out, they take priority. So that's what I've been doing. But the major concern was not having a buffer with the credit card. And just to recap, the credit card didn't get scammed in Thailand. It actually got scammed back in Australia. And I use 2-factor identification. I am very self-aware of online purchasing and everything like that. So how they got my details, the bank still won't let me know. And it's been over a month since it happened, and they weren't initially going to send one to Thailand, a replacement credit card. Then they said, yes, we can do that. But when they put the information into the system, it didn't recognize the delivery status and needed a up-the-chain approval, which they never contacted me about. So I contacted them this week saying, very politely, because it's not the phone person's fault, it's the system. Can I swear? You swear. Like, where the fuck is my credit card?
Exactly.
And they double-checked, it hasn't been sent. I said, why hasn't it been sent? And they said, oh, well, when we worked out we couldn't send it to Thailand, we tried to send it to your primary address in Australia. But instead of putting blah, 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 Adelaide, South Australia, Australia, the system put blah, 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 Adelaide, South Australia, Thailand. So the automated delivery system had a meltdown. Computer says no, and never issued a credit card to me. So I have been upfront. I need to get operation on my eyes. So I was going to charge that to the credit card and pay it off. So that's been on the back burner. I don't have that buffer zone in case something happened. A few things have happened back home in Australia that I wanted to sort out, and I haven't been able to get back to Australia. And I used the catchphrase I always use, was it? Diminished responsibility. Who's at fault? Am I at fault because the bank got hacked, which I'm assuming is what occurred, because the 2-factor identification didn't occur, and I didn't get the opportunity to say, yes, I'm making that purchase, which normally happens with 2-factor, and that happened 8 times in 45 seconds.
Yeah, and you're getting your watches going off, wasn't it? Because you got your watch paired.
My iPhone's going off because the 2-factor says, did you purchase this? And I can go into that side and say yes. But I'm getting 7 notifications in 45 seconds, purchase here, purchase there, purchase here, purchase there.
And you're saying no?
No, but already the purchase have gone through. So, it is what it is, but, like, do your freaking job. I mean, I pay them a fee to deal with my investment mortgages, my credit card, and my bank accounts and everything like that, which is fine. I understand it's a business, it's got to make money. But because I pay you for a service, do the freaking service. Okay, I can get off my soapbox now.
Yeah.
I'll disappear.
That's the way the world is going. And people are less and less responsibility. Well, again, I keep on saying this about the AI, pandemic we're having or going to have.
Yeah.
That's the next pandemic. People, out of work because they got replaced by an AI because an AI did the job better.
Well, there's a news service that's just opened up in Thailand that uses an AI reporter. That was launched this week.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, and the reporter is an AI.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So
that's the way it's going. Unfortunately, people don't realise what we're facing down the barrel of.
okay, this is a 40-year-old keyboard. People that are our age would probably recognise what this is, especially people that have a computer background.
Yeah.
It's a keyboard from a Commodore 64. Now, an AI cannot fix this. I'm going back to old technology to keep me sane.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to think of some sort of, but we can't all do that. Okay, so maybe vintage and antique businesses might improve or escalate in fiscal viability as an option for people out of work, but how it's got to be at least 50 years old, so we're vintage, but everything I own is not vintage.
What's going to be funny is because hardware diagnosing was not really an important job. People just throw no parts on it. But if they're going to rely on AI, they're going to need a lot more of these handy IT dudes to come and say, oh yeah, you got to change your CMOS battery, you got to reseed your RAM, and these jobs are going to. That's going to be funny.
I do that stuff for fun. I do it for fun.
Yeah. That's going to be a hot job though. That's going to be that's AI can't do that. AI can't troubleshoot why the computer's not turning on.
Well,
they need to get the computer on before they can start working.
I always remember the one from, I think it was 84 or 85, where the 386 processor came out, and the clock speed was so fast, the fact that Pascal programs kept failing with division by zero errors, and nobody could work that shit out because they were using the clock, the chip clock, as opposed to an independent clock source,
the crystal clock.
And basically they were getting division by zero, and Pascal programs wouldn't run on 386. Took them 3 months to resolve that one. But sorry, we're just geeking out here about the things that we're good at,
No, well, you've got to keep the thing that I find, speaking to other long-term tourists and expats, is keeping yourself busy, doing something you enjoy. And I'm not a Pattaya, Phuket person and all that. So that's 0.5% of what happens in Thailand. So explore the other 99.5% of Thailand.
The real Thailand.
And then do things that you enjoy doing. I mean, I enjoyed walking down and saying hello in Thai and getting the freak out looks, going, "Man kun put pasatay chai nit noi." Then you'd have a half an hour conversation with the old lady selling her banana rotties on the street, and it's cost you 80 baht buying 4 fried bananas. I mean, I don't know. Am I strange thinking that way? Am I strange?
No, not at all.
But that's the whole thing. I want to do those things because they're enjoyable, but having that buffer without the credit card, the mind
does make a bit of a problem.
Yeah. My wife gets like that too.
Anyway, we are getting close to the closing out time for our little Saturday morning thing. Any questions?
Jeez, that flew by.
Anybody got any questions before we bow out and get on to try to get Todd back into gaming?
I got a question for Todd. Did they cancel all the bad charges?
They have charged back my credit card, but I did get an email from them saying the merchant has knocked back the charge back. And that's the reason I phoned them and said, okay, why has the merchant not accepted the chargeback? Because it's not me. And just for people that aren't aware, in Australia, there's two major big shopping centres. One's in Sydney and one's Docklands in Melbourne. And 3 of the purchases were made in person in Docklands in Melbourne. Now, I'm in Thailand, crew.
Yeah.
I'll sign an affidavit. I'll do whatever. You can check my passport. I haven't come back in the country. How am I physically able to do that?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the...
How do they do it without a card, though, a physical card in a store?
What they do is they are able to grab the card number and somehow get the expiry date. But the one thing that some merchants don't check is that CVS number on the back. So it still allows a physical card to be skimmed. And there's technology out there where they can print blank credit cards with the actual number, with another name on it. And it goes through the FPOS
the process,
chip reader or whatever. Because I don't know why they actually brought it in, but merchants, and it's third parties dealing with the banks and everything like that, you can do a swipe or a tap purchase up to a value of $100 without there being any verification.
Yeah.
So,
How big were these purchases anyway? They're only
hundreds.
They were hundreds, yeah, okay.
Your bank/credit card is supposed to immediately dismiss all those charges when they know that they weren't made by you. That's something not right about that.
There's too many factors going on that I've already drafted up a response to their complaints department and the Australian Consumer Commission ready to go and everything like that. I've got screenshots of the app. I've got screenshots of everything. So it's like, guys, you're dealing with someone that had to deal with information technology in the military. So, just I want to know exactly how they got my details.
Yeah.
That's the question that I have. So my Wazza has set up everything for me when I first got my computer. I'm very cognizant of security factors and using SSL and all that sort of stuff. So I can track what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So how did they get hold of my details?
That's it.
And why didn't the second factor authentication not work as it's supposed to?
Somebody
Exactly.
got my credit card here, and in the middle of the night, they made a bunch of Grab purchases. I think it was transportation. And when I woke up, I had an alert on my phone. Did you make these charges? No, I was sleeping. So, of course, I got in touch with the bank. They immediately canceled my card and reversed those charges. And I got a new card sent to me here. So, obviously, it was a lot easier than what you've gone through.
Yeah.
But I guess I got lucky.
I did the research. Every other major banking will send me an emergency credit card within 48 hours wherever I am in the world. Right. I had to argue to actually try and get one sent to me here in Thailand.
Yeah. Mine was just like that.
Yeah. So when I do go back for my mum's 80th in December this year, rest assured they'll be getting a personal visit and having all my bank accounts, loans, because of my investment properties and everything, closed down and moved to another financial institution.
And there was an article today I was reading. Banks are actually sort of suffering at the moment because they're doing high interest, saving or term deposit accounts, and the housing market's looking a little bit on the weird side at the moment and reporting less profits. So banking's under the scrutiny at the moment. They got some issues in the banking sector in Australia and probably the rest of again, everybody's broke, nobody's got real money. But such is life. Somebody did ask a quick question there. Looks like you've lost some weight there, Todd. Is that just stress, is it?
Yeah, stress. I'm actually not having fried food at the moment, which is a bit different from me. I'm enjoying the tuna salads and the grilled chicken salads and eating healthy, and I've gone back to the gym. So the one thing that helps my issues, and the people that do know my issues, is exercise. That you raise the level of endorphins in your body, and it helps out. So I'm sort of trying to do what's going to extend my life expectancy.
Yeah.
not in a bad karma way, but I mean, yeah, the father time stops for no one, so you've got to be proactive about doing the best you can. And Mayor Groves, yeah, I do need something to be a crutch for my stresses. It'll get there.
I think you should probably switch the cigarettes to ganja. Might just relax you a bit. But anyway.
No.
Anyway, we're going to get out of here and get on.
You have to go, do we?
No, it is time to get going. Time to sort of say goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining in for our little Saturday morning, tete-a-tete.
Happy Easter to everyone too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It is Easter. Yeah. So we don't celebrate Easter over here, so we don't know about it. I just remember sort of the guys on Jen's stream on Wednesdays, or Avo's stream, I think it was, talking about holidays. And I go, on holidays? What holidays? I could not even sort of place a mental connection to Easter. Yet, I used to go from Sydney down to Melbourne for those 5 days, year after year for a special, pagan celebration that we used to do. I did that for years, just the whole Ostara thing, it's just out the door. No longer part of the reality tunnel. But anyway, let's get out of here. Don't forget, read the Principia Discordia. You guys, educate yourself about the world. That's the real religion. The only religion that's, like Eris, seriously, goddess of chaos, discord and confusion. She is the most active divinity on this planet right now.
Tell me about it.
Just got to go with the flow, man. Go with the flow, Just get used to it. Anyway, I'm out of here. We'll catch up with you next week. Peace out and have fun.